Ladies and gentlemen, now on the track, Mr. Muscleman, and we welcome him back to the Big M. Please join us as the Meadowlands Racetrack proudly salutes one of the richest trotters in history, a 2003 Breeders' Crown champion in his official retirement tonight. And now, courtesy of our award-winning TV department, check out our video tribute to his great career. Mr. Muscleman was not only a bargain basement yearling who went from rags to riches. This trotter was a story of perseverance and consistency. The son of Muscles Yankee retires at the age of 10 as the richest son of Muscles Yankee, and he's among the top 10 money-earning trotters of all time with $3.6 million. Known for his long, loping stride and wicked kick and charismatic presence on the racetrack, Mr. Muscleman won 37 of 67 career starts and took a mark of 151-1 at Woodbine. Bred by Spar J Stables and Brittany Farms, he sold for a mere $2,000 as a yearling at Tattersall's in 2000. Owned by Adam Victor and Sons Stable, trained by Noel Daly, and driven by Hall of Famer Ron Pierce, Mr. Muscleman really blossomed late in his 3-year-old season, winning the Canadian Trotting Classic, Kentucky Futurity, and Breeders' Crown at the Big M to seal his first of 3 straight division championships. In the Breeders' Crown, this time Hambletonian champion Amigo Hall was a victim, as Mr. Muscleman dominated in 154-4. Mr. Muscleman went on to also win his division at ages 4 and 5, while being voted Overall Trotter of the Year in 2005. His 5-year-old campaign was his best ever when he captured the Cutler Memorial, Titan Cup, Trotting Classic Final, Breeders' Crown, and second straight Maple Leaf Trot en route to his second $1 million season. He stormed home in the slop in 27 3/5 to capture the Cutler Final in 154-3. He dominated the Titan Cup in a sparkling 151-3. He proved his staying power in the Trotting Classic Final at the Big M. And he went all the way in the Breeders' Crown at Mohawk in 152 flat. Unfortunately, injuries limited Mr. Muscleman to just 11 more starts over the next 3 years. In 2007, he launched a gallant comeback to the top level, shipped overseas, and finished second in Sweden's Elitlopp, a proud American representation. He won his final career start at the Big M on June 22, 2007, a fitting swan song. All of us at the Meadowlands Racetrack salute a world-class trotter and true warrior. Mr. Muscleman was considered a local favorite, attracted many fans throughout the sport, and more than earned his legendary status as one of the greatest trotters of the new millennium. Thanks for the thrills and the memories, Mr. Muscleman. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, once again in the winner's circle. Let's hear it for Mr. Muscleman. Congratulations on your stellar career. Thanks for the thrills and enjoy your retirement. Bob Hayden is standing by. He'll get some reaction from the connections of Mr. Muscleman. Adam Victor and Adam Victor Jr., trainer Noel Daly, and driver Ron Pierce.
Mr. Muscleman has now officially been retired. Here are the connections. We'll start with Ron Pierce. Ron, over $150 million career. Where does he rank on your list of greatest horses?
He's right at the top.
Number one?
Number one. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the greatest horse I ever drove.
Check me if I'm wrong. I thought his best race might have been the track record he set at Woodbine. Tell me if I'm right or wrong on that.
That was a giant effort, but he went so many great races. It's hard to say just which is, it's hard to pin down just which was the best effort. But
he kept coming back for more.
Oh, he was just unbelievable. Just all heart and just such a classy horse. 2 fingers to drive. You could do anything you wanted to with him, and he covered the ground so easy. It was just a pleasure to drive him, and I'd like to thank Mr. Victor and Adam Jr. and Noel Daly for letting me drive the horse. It was an honor.
Ron Pierce, thanks so much. Adam Victor Sr., when did you get Mr. Muscleman?
We got him when he was a 2-year-old. I got a call as I was going to a business meeting from Noel saying he wanted to buy this trotter. And I said, no, you've never trained a trotter before. He said, but this one's pretty good. So I said, all right. And later on in the year, I was in Canada and got a call that this trotter that Noel never trained before won a monster race up there. And ever since then, we started watching him. We've seen the perseverance. We see him race through pain. And it's just a very good story about how an athlete can overcome pain and adversity to persevere.
And then went overseas, too, and just missed a nose of bringing back a nice trophy.
Exactly. He went overseas. He had 2 bad knees. He went overseas, was stuck in post 8 in the first elimination. So he didn't draw well in the final, but he gave it everything he got. We were very proud of the horse, and this is the horse that really turned this from a hobby into a business for us.
Well, let me ask Mr. Noel Daly here. Noel, how tough was it to bring Mr. Muscleman back every year?
Yeah, he was always a challenge, but the Muscles Yankees, they're always a very tough breed, and once he could get there, you knew he was going to give his best all the time. And
the last couple of years, you tried to bring him back, but there was no go there.
Yeah, just too much. Too many problems with the knees there at the end. So we had to stop eventually.
Is there a possibility of Kentucky Horse Park in the future here?
That's where we'd like to send. That's where we'd like to send him when he's, when it's all done. We're going to go to Canada. They're going to do a retirement ceremony from up there as well. Half his money was made in Canada, so we'll take him up there and then down to Kentucky then.
He was a little rambunctious in the winter circle, but he's very good around kids, right?
Oh, yeah. Very quiet horse. Very quiet horse.
Okay, Mr. Muscleman has been retired. Thanks so much, all the connections here. One of the great horses. 2-time Breeders' Crown winner, Mr. Muscleman. Thank you very much, guys.